Waymo and Uber's Austin robotaxi expansion begins today. Meta and Internet Society are teaming up to expand internet access across the world. And a UK watchdog is investigating children's safety on TikTok and Reddit. It's Tuesday, March 4th, and this is Engadget News. Waymo and Uber's robotaxi service is launching today in Austin exclusively in the Uber app. The companies announced their plan to expand to Austin and Atlanta in September of last year, and Waymo raised a cool $5.6 billion in October to help pay for it. Unlike the Waymo One service offered to riders in San Francisco and Los Angeles, interested Austin riders will get a chance to ride in a Waymo just by ordering an UberX, Uber Green, Uber Comfort, or Uber Comfort Electric ride, similar to how things are handled in Phoenix. You're not guaranteed to receive a Waymo when you do order one of those rides, but Uber says you can increase your chances of receiving one by changing your ride preferences in the app. Upfront prices remain the same whether you get a Waymo or not, though if you do end up in a robotaxi, you won't be prompted to tip. You'll use the Uber app to unlock the Waymo, open its trunk, and start your ride too. Uber says Waymo One will cover 37 square miles in Austin, and in a first for the company, Waymo vehicles themselves will be stored, cleaned, and maintained by a third-party partner, theoretically making the experience even more taxi-like than before. Waymo will not be the only major self-driving shop offering rides in Austin. Tesla's robotaxi service is supposed to launch in the Texas capital in June. They're not evenly matched so far, though. In May of last year, Waymo said it makes 50,000 paid trips every week, and it remains to be seen how quickly Tesla will reach the same scale. For its part, Uber has expressed interest in offering Tesla rides through its app, too, though so far the EV company is operating on its own. Meta and the Internet Society have established the Connectivity Co-Funding Initiative, which aims to expand affordable internet connection around the world. They announced the new project at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. The partners are committing a $30 million investment through 2030 that will go to funding infrastructure development in various communities, specifically those overlooked or intentionally ignored by commercial providers. In addition, the initiative's money will go towards training programs that improve the technical know-how of marginalized grounds to community-centered solutions for underserved areas, as well as to locally owned networks that create jobs. This is an expansion of the nonprofit organization's partnership with Meta, which started years ago when they worked together to improve internet connectivity in Africa, Asia Pacific, and Latin America by developing internet exchange points. Now, these points, or IXPs, are physical locations where internet providers can exchange traffic. Meta is only the Internet Society's first partner for the co-funding initiative, and the nonprofit org is putting out a call for more partners who can help grow that fund. Sally Wentworth, president and CEO of the Internet Society, said, "This new connectivity co-funding initiative, supported by Meta, is a prime example of collective action that will help provide meaningful access to more than 2 billion people across the world with insufficient or no internet. It is our hope that this fund plays a pivotal role in reducing this gap and creating a more equitable digital society." The UK's Information Commissioner's Office has announced it's investigating how TikTok, Reddit, and Imager protect children on their platforms. The probe into TikTok is looking at how the platform uses its young users, which are 13 to 17-year-olds, personal data for recommendations and suggested content, while the investigation into Reddit and Imager focuses on both how the platforms are using children's personal information and how they're using measures that estimate or confirm a child's age. UK Information Commissioner John Edwards said the responsibility to keep children safe online lies firmly at the door of the companies offering these services. The UK doesn't yet know if these companies have infringed on personal data protections. In 2023, the ICO handed down a $16 million fine to TikTok. The platform had allowed up to 1.4 million children under 13 on it in 2020, and then used their data without parental consent. The ByteDance-owned company has also faced backlash in the U.S. around young users, with mixed results. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Ian Carlos Campbell, Mariella Moon, and Sarah Fielding, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.